And when it turns back, looks at you with this look of just sheer shock and panicked expression on his face. Oh, that's a bit risky, isn't it? Anyone could come out of there now.
It's all right, Dren. If nobody comes out in the next 30 seconds and punches him, we know we're good to go round the back. Well, that's what I'd do.
After discovering a secret underground dock beneath your pub, you and Wrenick met the ghost of a man named Dren, who has agreed to show you the location of his secret stash. So now you find yourself heading down the street somewhere in the south ward of the city, hoping for a big payday.
Is this it?
Yeah, this is it.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, this is the street, but I must admit things have changed a lot since my time. If you don't mind me asking, how long ago did you die? Oh, around 150 years ago.
You what? Anything could be here now.
Well, what do you mean, boss?
The place could have been knocked down and built over. It could be a completely different building.
Like what?
I don't know, a school or something. I don't know.
Yes, welcome to the Seaward School of Thievery. Well, we don't have long to find out. It's just round this corner.
Oh, good. Let's go get this treasure. I mean, nest egg.
Subtle, very subtle.
Nest egg.
So you head around the corner and find yourselves outside a 2-story house. It's fairly worn looking, it's not been maintained for a while and there's piles of junk scattered all along the front outside of it.
You lived here?
Well, yeah, I mean, it looked better in my day, but it was a new build back then, Had all the mod cons though, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was lovely. Where did you put your stash?
Just no time for nonsense.
Don't be starting, no.
I had to keep it safe, so I kept it in the backyard.
In the back garden?
Yeah, of course it is. I couldn't run the risk of the missus finding it in the house. Mad cow would have thrown it all away.
Lovely. Would love to be married to him.
Yeah, I had 2 kids and all.
We're all caught up now. Come on, let's go. Wrenick, go knock on that door.
What?
Go knock on the door and see if anyone lives there.
But, boss, I'm not very good with people.
Yeah, but you look like a salesman.
Wait, what? What do you mean I look like a salesman? What am I selling? Full body armour?
Yeah, why not?
Well, what are you expecting me to do? Go up to the front door and knock on it? Oh, hello, madam. I've just been around your area talking with the neighbours. We've got a lot of support off them. A real interest in my wares. Can I interest you in a full suit of armour? It just doesn't work, boss.
I know, you can tell them you're sharpening knives.
That's worse. How? Well, just walk me through this thought process. How are you picturing Wrenick selling knives when he's wearing a full suit of armour, he's armed with a massive hammer, and there's not a single knife on show anywhere?
Yeah, but he's shiny. So, sharpening knives, shiny, sharpy knives. Anyway, just go knock on the door.
How does your brain function?
Just go knock on the door, will you?
Fine. So Wrenick heads over to the front door and gives it a little polite knock.
Don't polite knock it, boot it. You want to, we want to make sure they hear you. Just give it a boot.
So Wrenick looks back at you sheepishly before turning back and kicking the door at full force with his armoured boot. And with a thwack, the door flings open, almost coming off its hinges completely. And when it turns back, looks at you with this look of just sheer shock and panicked expression on his face. Oh, that's a bit risky, isn't it? Anyone could come out of there now.
It's all right, Dren. If nobody comes out in the next 30 seconds and punches him, we know we're good to go round the back. Well, that's what I'd do.
So you basically just sent him as bait.
Well, has anyone punched him?
You glance at the doorway, eagerly expecting the show that is about to take place, but luckily, no one seems to be home, and Wrenick's face is safe from a punch.
Right, come on everyone, round the back.
So, the 3 of you head around the back of the building and find yourselves in the messiest garden you have ever seen in your life.
What's this? The local landfill?
Well, it was much nicer when I was alive.
Well, I can't imagine it could be much worse. This is a waste of time. Don't start that, you. Just shut up, will you?
Who are you talking to, boss?
There's something in my head, Wrenick. Ever since we stole that idol, I've just had this voice in my head. It's driving me crackers.
Oh, that doesn't sound good, boss. How come you haven't mentioned it before?
Because I thought I was going mental.
You should have said something about, especially when there's a voice in your head.
No, it's not just a voice, Wrenick. She does stuff as well. I mean, I weird out and it takes over.
Takes over?
Yeah, how do you think I killed that vampire?
Vampire?
Yeah, under the house, you know, where you were kidnapped and tied to the table again. That was a vampire.
That'll explain the dodgy teeth he had.
So yeah, looks like I'm possessed, Wrenick.
Well, you know I might be able to help with that.
You can help. Oh, that'd be such a good...
Wait a minute, I love the way you sound like just so surprised he can help. It's like, yeah, I can help you. Really? You? You can help me?
I know, but I didn't think he'd have the skills, to be honest. That would be such a big help, Wrenick, if you could.
Oh yeah, no problem, boss. Look, I've got a book back at the pub that has a bunch of rituals and ceremonies in it to deal with this sort of thing.
A book?
Yeah, a book.
Are you sure you'll be able to do it, though?
Oh yeah, easy. I've been practicing, you know, got to keep my skills up, especially with all the odd stuff that's been happening to us lately. Got to keep on top of this sort of thing, you know, boss. But yeah, no, I can help, no problem at all, I can do it.
Oh, that'd be really good, that would be, Wrenick.
Yeah, well, you know, we'll sort it when we get back to the pub, shall we?
Oh, brilliant. Right, Dren, can you remember where you put this stash of yours? Did you memorise, like, paces or something?
Well, actually, I did, yes. Let me think, it's 20 paces from the back door, and then left 5 paces. Boss, before you ask me, because I know exactly what you're going to do, you better do the paces, because I don't really have the same leg span as the two of you. You know, I'm a little bit on the shorter side.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, my legs are longer. Anyway, right, while I'm doing this, you just go and look for some shovels or something to dig with.
So, you send Wrenick off, trying to find any shovels or anything like that, and you go off and follow the directions that Dren just gave you, and you find yourself stopping in an open spot in the middle of the garden.
Wrenick, where's them shovels?
Oh, I can't find one, boss. There's just tons of junk here, but no shovels.
Oh, well, you better get digging then.
What do you mean I better get digging?
Well, I can't do it. I've just had my nails done.
You've just had your nails done. You've been travelling for 2 days, but you've just had your nails done. Oh, I think you might have to roll a deception check for that one.
You don't know. You don't know what I've had done.
He's been sat next to you for 2 days.
All right, then.
Roll a deception check, please. Oh, nice try, boss. You almost got me for a second there, but you've not had your nails done at all. We've been on travelling for 2 days.
All right. Is there anything nearby that'll help me and Wrenick dig?
Roll an investigation check. So you glance over the piles of junk and rubbish that are scattered around the garden, and you spot a couple of wooden buckets off to your side.
Right, I'm going to grab the buckets and one to Wrenick. Right, start digging.
You're so bossy today. Okay, so Wrenick takes the bucket off you, and the two of you begin to dig. And after about a half hour, you've dug a hole that's a couple of feet deep, you know, it's just kind of past Wrenick's height level. And as you reach down to get another bucket full of dirt, your bucket hits something metallic.
Oh, Dren, what kind of box was your nest egg in?
Oh, solid steel. You know, I had to make sure the elements didn't seep in.
I want to uncover this metal thing to see some more of it.
So you begin to shift away piles of dirt and soil from the metal object. And after a few seconds of frantically digging, you see it's a metal chest. It's around 1 foot by 2 foot in dimension. Looks fairly beaten and rusted. It looks like there's a little bit of a dent to it. It's a little bit misshapen. Got a couple of small holes where the rust has eaten into the side.
Oh, right. What I want to do now is I want to try and drag it out. Is it heavy?
But you want to drag it out of where it is or out the whole hole?
Not out the whole hole.
The whole hole.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Well, thanks to your gloves of ogre, the chest doesn't really seem to weigh that much to you, and you manage to drag it out the hole and plonk it back into the garden, no problem.
Right, is it locked? That's the next thing.
Well, you look down, and it appears to have a big, heavy padlock holding it shut.
Right, well, what I want to do is I want to use my gloves of ogre and just rip the lock off.
Okay, roll a strength check for me. Right, so you reach down and grasp the padlock in your hand and rip it clean off the metal loop with so much force, you take the entire lid with it.
Oh, yeah, like that. What's in it?
You glance down.
Come on.
And inside, it would seem that over time, water had seeped in through the rust holes, and the weight of the soil above the box had crushed the contents, because all you can see at the bottom of this box is a collection of broken and wet pieces of ceramic and pottery.
What? Pottery? Dren? Pottery?
Oh, that's a shame. That pottery was some of the finest museum quality art I've ever had the pleasure of smuggling. Such a pity. It was worth an absolute fortune back in my day.
Pottery was worth a fortune.
Well, yeah, you know, museums they were quite in high demand.
Don't believe it. Shut up. Right, you're not getting no gold box. You know that, don't you? You'd be lucky if you're not in the potato pile. What's up with you and giving us no loot?
Now, we got to keep things interesting for everyone involved, including you.
I don't care. Having no loot. You're absolutely garbage at this.
You've just had a bag full of gold. You've got gauntlets of ogre strength at level 1.
I want more.
Oh, you're so greedy.
I am greedy. You made this monster, not me.
Meanwhile, oh God, I did, hadn't I? Oh no, I really did make a monster. Meanwhile, Wrenick is still in the hole. And because it's a little bit taller than him, he's looking up at the opening. Hey, anything good in there, boss?
Shut up, Wrenick. Just get yourself out of the hole.
So he climbs up, he struggles a little bit because, you know, he's still got his armour on. All right, okay, boss, what's in it?
Pottery.
Sorry, pottery?
Don't ask. Let's just go.
Well, hang on, is it any good?
No, it's not. It's all decayed and broken up.
Right, so what would you like to do now?
I just want to end up back to the mercenary so I can get a drink and I can spend a bunch of gold.
Oh, retail therapy, is that what you're going for?
Absolutely.
Okay, so with the day's excursion being less than fruitful...
Less than fruitful? There was nothing here.
Well, you, Wrenick, and Dren head back through the streets of Waterdeep towards the Mercenary's Tale Tavern.
Idiots.